Hello friends, you're with the Lonesome Gamer and I'm still playing Thunderbolt Apache Leader. It's now the last mission of the third day and I'm gonna attack the dismounted battalion. Daddy-O in its Apache and Gumby, my veteran pilot, in the Thunderbolt, they are trying to do this mission successfully. So I'm gonna arm my aircraft first. Okay, so now the aircraft are armed, and because of the munition shortage, I got some restrictions here. I'm only allowed to spend one special option point for this, for arming the aircraft. And I can buy weapons with altogether 10 ordnance points, which are these small numbers here next to the weight point number, the black number here in the upper left. I can only buy 10 of these ordnance points for one special point, one special option point. So I can't use weapons that exceed these ordnance points of 10. And that's the reason why Gumby took the LAU 68, because it has no ordnance points. And he's got better values here, +3 for example for standoff. So I think it's easier for him to hit with the LAU 68 than Daddy-O, and he can he's got the LAU 69, which easier hits its targets because of the better stats here in the upper right. Okay, and then I have to draw a by the way, both of them have fuel tanks, and not to forget, Gumby has a very good cannon, and Daddy-O has its 7 cannon, but he's got a +2 cannon value. So he's also pretty effective, and he's got a +1 on attack rolls. And now I draw the target bound event card. That's an SAM attack. Discard 1 AGM 65 or AGM 114 or inflict 1 heavy hit on a random aircraft. Okay, so I will do that. I will discard one of these, the AGM 65, and then I place the terrain hexes, enemy units, and the friendly aircraft. Okay. Once again, we have here a ridge, a continuing ridge, which divides the game into 2 parts, east and west. And the good thing is we have here 4 units together. So I might be able to use my MK20 on this hex and destroy them. That's a good chance I have here. And with the others we have to see, actually. It's not might be not too easy. But we'll find out about that. So I'm gonna figure out now where I place my planes. Okay, we entered the battlefield together in the same hex, and first try to destroy the units here in this in the eastern part, and then we have to evade the rift or fly over the ridge and then try to destroy the rest of the units here in the eastern part, in the western part. Okay, so let's start it. First we do the enemy cover roll, and well, we don't want to roll a 6, for example. That would be all infantry. So let's see what we roll now. Great, a 6. That's exactly, oh man, unbelievable. Okay, so let's see. They go and cover. They do. Well, that's a start. They stay here, so that's basically it. I forgot that. Maybe it was a bad idea at the beginning to start here. We will find out. Okay, then the enemies can attack, and now we will take some hits from here. They have a range of 1, and that one 2. So we take first the infantry attacks. One of the infantry. Let's see which one is attacked. That is Daddy-O, and that is a light damage. So it's a structural damage actually. Okay. And the second attack is the second infantry, and that is also Daddy-O. Okay, let's see. These are the controls. Let's see what that means. Ridge rolls at -2. That is bad. That's bad. Okay, I gotta find the... here it is. Okay. And then it's the command unit. And it attacks... Well, that attacks Gumby. And he takes 2 light damage. And that is 1 stress, and in addition it's, well, that would be another stress, but because it's the A10 written there, I can ignore that. So I take only 1 stress. So that wasn't too bad. And now, finally, I can give an answer. And first, it's Daddy-O, and he's gonna use his 2 AGM 114 to attack this command unit down here. It is in line of sight, like that. And yeah, it's 2 hexes away, so it is also in range. And I got a -1 modifier for standard attacks, so I need a 5 to hit. And that's a 7. So the command unit is destroyed. And now I can move, and I think I'm simply gonna move here. And I guess I will be hovering there. Yeah, I think that makes sense. It's a little risky because of the infantry here, which could attack me, but on the other hand, I'm not sure. Let me think this through. Okay, I think I'm gonna enter here, try to destroy that truck, and we will see. Now it's Gumby, and he now simply moves here. No, he doesn't. Actually, I think he moves here, like this. So then he can turn around like that and come back to the other area of the game board. And now he's throwing his bombs. And that is actually pretty important. And I think he's got a +1 modifier. So, well, I think he's gonna throw, well, why not all of them? No, I'm not sure actually. Okay, I think I keep one. So and I got 3 rolls, or yeah, I got 3 rolls for every unit, because I can attack every single unit with 1 bomb in this case. So that gives me 3 rolls for each unit, and I need a 5 to hit. So first I attack an infantry unit. That's a 4. And that's a 6. So that unit is destroyed. And then I attack the next infantry unit. A 3, a 4, and a 9. Lucky. Okay, it's also destroyed. Then it's the command unit, and this is the most valuable target. Let's hope I can hit that. That's an 8, very good. And finally it's the APC. And that's a 10. Perfect. Okay, that was a success. Very good. And I think, I'm not absolutely sure, but we probably already have managed to have the battalion. Now let me see about that. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, easily. Okay, but of course we want to go on. We only need to destroy 4 more counters. Okay, let's find out if it works. It's again the enemy cover roll now. And that is a 4. So all the units that has destroy units in its hex go into cover. That would be only that one. So no movement here. And then the enemy attack. And there is this infantry unit here and that one here. These 2 units will attack. Okay, let's see. The first one attacks Daddy-O. So that's a light damage marker. And that is again the display. I have to check if it's... Well, no, he doesn't have a display. He has controls, exactly. So now the display is damaged. And that gives him a -2 for stand-off attacks. That's bad because he already has a -1, so we probably won't try to do these stand-off attacks. And then we have another infantry unit that attacks. And again, Daddy-O is the target. He's really And these are now bullet holes. Well, they don't affect me right now. They are part of the next mission. Then when I don't repair them, the pilot will get more stress. Okay, still, it's got a lot of damage. And then I can do my attacks. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to high altitude. And then I'm moving here. I can't evade that ridge. Well, I could try to, but it's too risky, I think, because the controls are damaged. So that's a pretty high risk. I simply try to fly over the ridge here. And then I'm gonna, on the other hand, then I'm in line of sight of this guy and I would take another attack. Maybe it's the better idea to risk it and to take some additional stress. Okay, I'm gonna try to evade that ridge. I'm gonna try that. Might be a little risky, but still I do. So I got a -2 modifier here, and let's see now. Okay, well that was the worst possible roll. No, not really, but it's 4 stress actually. That's bad. The good thing is I'm still okay, but that was really bad luck. Okay, so I'll take 4 stress here, evading the ridge, and then I can try to attack the truck. And I will use one of my LAU 61. And I need a 4, but because it's a strike I got a +2 modifier, so I only need a 2 for the attack, and then the truck has also a +2 modifier, so in this case it's easy, the truck is destroyed. And now it's Gumby, and he now enters this area, and he, well, wait a minute, he might do that in a standoff, because he's got a very good standoff modifier of +3. So I think he simply uses his LAU 68, and if he rolls a 3, then the infantry is destroyed. If he rolls a 6, he can keep the weapon. That's a 7. Very good. Okay, so the infantry is destroyed, and then he flies here. And well, I could, it's a little risky, but I could try to, yeah, I think I will actually. I fly here. I can fly 2 spaces. It's the 810. So I can fly 1 or 2 spaces, and I also try to evade that ridge. So let's see, I got 1, -1, that's the modifier, because yeah, that's my stress value. I'm really unlucky. I'm not lucky with these ridge evasions. I take 3 stress. Oh my god. Okay, so I got 4 stress then. But that is not so bad. I'm a pretty cool pilot. I got this 0 to 7 so I can accumulate some more stress until I'm shaken. Okay. Yeah, so then the loiter counter is moved, and we have now 4 turns remaining. Let's roll again for enemy cover. That's a 3. So all the units in the same hex with an aircraft, that would be that one, and here it's nothing. And then the enemies attack, and now the infantry can't attack Daddy-O because he's not in line of sight because of that ridge and he's at low altitude. But the infantry could attack Gumby here, so he takes a light damage. Which is, well, that would be a structural damage, but it's an A10, so he can't ignore this damage. And then I can attack. So I stay in low altitude and I simply move here, I guess. And I try to attack the APC. And I'm going to use the LAU-61 once again. I got a +2 modifier. Yeah, I think that's okay. Got a +2 modifier, and I need a 2 to hit, so 2 to destroy the track. And that's a 5. So that is actually enough to keep the weapon, because I needed a 7. Okay, so the APC is destroyed. And then it's Gumby, and he actually uses... Well, he uses his cannon. He needs a 4. It's this small number here, that's his cannon number. He's got a modifier of +1. So he needs a 3 to do a successful attack with his cannon. And it is a 3. Very good. The infantry is destroyed. And then he can move on, and now he actually moves here. Stays in low altitude, he moves here. And yeah, that was that turn, and we move the loiter counter. Okay, let's roll again for enemy cover. That's a 7, and it says 1 random hex. So that would be hex number 3. No movement here. And then the enemies could attack, but there is no attack. They have only a range of 1, so he's too far away, and Gumby is not in line of sight because of that ridge. And the same is here, they have a range of 1, but there is this ridge here, so they can't attack Gumby, and also Daddy-O is out of line of sight. So there are no attacks. And then I can move and attack, and well, I destroyed this. I try to destroy every marker of this battalion. That would give me an extra experience point. And so I simply move now here and yeah, try to risk that. Okay, and I don't shoot. And then it's Gumby, and he now goes into high altitude before he crosses that ridge. And then he simply uses his he simply uses his AGM-65 to destroy the truck. Yeah. And then he uses the LAU-68 to shoot at the infantry. Sadly, I can't use the AGM-65 to shoot at the infantry. That would be better because the truck already has this +2 modifier. But I only can shoot at vehicles or buildings with this weapon. So now I need to... I use these two weapons and but I got a +3 standoff modifier, so I need a 3 to hit and a 6 to keep the weapon. So the first roll is a 1, that's a miss, oh come on. And I got a 6, great. Okay, so one weapon is gone, but the other is a hit, and I just... No, wait a minute. I made an error here. I can't attack the infantry. Okay, I can't attack the infantry with a standoff because it's in cover. So all back. That was an error. In this case, I will move here on a high altitude in that hex, and I will do then I will use the MK20 and my 2 LAU-68 to shoot at these to shoot at these units. And again, I'm going to use the LAU-68 now to destroy the infantry. So again, I roll. That's a 3. And now I only got a +1 modifier. So that is not good enough. I need a 5 to hit. It's a 2. So I didn't make it. But I still got the MK20. And I can attack with that bomb both targets. So I need a 5 again to destroy the infantry, and this time I made it. Good. And because of this +2 modifier, I only need a 3 to destroy the truck. It's a 9. Perfect. So they're all destroyed, and then I can move on. And I'm trying to leave the area. Am I? Well, actually, I'm not sure. I could also fly here. Yeah, maybe that's better, because if I miss with Daddy-O to destroy this infantry, I have still a try with a shotgun or with a cannon from Gumby. So that might be a better idea. Okay, and then this turn is over. And now we have to draw a pop-up counter because Gumby is at high altitude. And again, no enemy. I must admit I'm very lucky with my pop-up counters during this game, during this campaign. Okay, then it's the enemy attack. The infantry could attack both. Because Gumby is at high altitude, that means that he's always in line of sight. And let's see, who's the target? It's again Daddy-O. Oh god. Okay, so it's again 1 light damage, and this is the pylon. Okay, that means I can carry 2 less weight points now. It looks terrible. I mean, it's interesting that this thing can fly. But okay. That's not a problem right now because I'm only carrying 6 weight points, so I don't have to discard any of my weapons now. Oh, the loiter counter, by the way, moved on. I forgot that. And then it's Daddy-O, and he moves now here, and he uses these 2 LAU-61 to destroy the infantry. He's got a +2 modifier for strikes, so he only needs a 2 to hit. Yeah, and that's a 5. Wonderful, the infantry is destroyed. And then Gumby, he simply leaves the area. And now the loiter counter moves on, and it would be now a last turn. No pop-up counters because he's in low altitude, and then he also can simply leave. So I think that was a really successful mission actually. But it's not done yet, we're not home, so first we have to remove this counter, that is 7A, here we are. And then we have to draw the homebound event card. And that says supply priority. Gain 1 special option points if you have destroyed the battalion. Yes, I did. Very good. So that's an additional special option point and an additional one because of the Iran rule. Okay. So, great. And now these pilots gain 3 experience points each because they did not only manage to destroy the battalion, but they destroyed every single unit, and that gives them an extra experience point. Okay, so I'm gonna do the paperwork now. Okay, so now we gain 2 victory points for this mission, and I already did the no-fly stress recovery. So every pilot that didn't fly during this day would recover 2 stress points plus his coolness value, and these were Rebel and, oh god, I think Montana. These were the pilots that didn't fly this day. And then we gain the special option points for the day, and because of this mission rapid deployment we would gain 12 special option points on day 3. That's pretty much. And then we have to move the enemy battalions. Okay, there are only 4 mobile battalions left, so I can show you now in detail how this works. I roll a 10 for the upmost one, that is 3C. That is a command unit, so let's see, command 8 or higher, so this thing advances 1. So it goes here into enemy transit. And then we roll for the 5A, that's an assault unit. That's a 4. So that says 1 to 4, so that holds this position. Let's roll for the 6A then. And that's a 10. So here this is the assault units, and that moves on. This is now in the friendly rear. And the 1A, another assault unit, another 10, not really lucky this time. So, okay, that's it, and we will have to pay 2 special option points because of these 2 battalions in the friendly rear. And then we could replace pilots. That would cost me, let me see, that would cost me 1 victory point, but I don't want to do that. And we can repair the aircraft now. That's gonna be pretty expensive, but I got a lot of special option points, so it's not really a problem. This aircraft here alone costs 5 to repair, but I'm gonna do that. And then I got 2 more damages on the other aircraft, so I have to pay 7 special option points for the repair of the aircraft. And then I'm also going to do this priority R&R to reduce the stress of my pilots for 2. And I have to pay 2 special option points for that. So I have to pay 9 special option points altogether. But I'm now at 21, so actually it's 12. There are 12 left. So that's still pretty much, shouldn't be a problem actually. Oh, and I forgot I have to pay these 2 here, so I got 10 left. Okay. Okay, so we advance the day counter now, and maybe it's time for a little resume here. We have 7, 10, 11 and 6, so that's 17 points. That's already adequate. Maybe we can make it to good. Should be possible. If we're lucky, we can make it to good, and that would be, I think, a real success. My pilots are all doing fine concerning the stress, so I think with a little bit of luck I can fly a successful last day and achieve this good status. So I hope to see you in my last videos then, and well, until then, bye.